Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we'll be giving you our instant reactions on Tottenham's 2-4 loss against the champions, as Spurs were 2-0 up at the break, but then Manchester City came roaring back with goals from Riyad Mahrez, who scored 2, one from Haaland and one from Haaland and Alvarez. Spurs' first half was very promising. In the 44th minute, we took the lead courtesy of a goal from Kulusevski, which is his first goal this season, apart from his goal that he got in the first match of the Premier League. Of course, he's been battling injuries recently, but it was brilliant to see him get a goal. Ederson plays a poor pass out. Bentancur pounces on the mistake, and it falls kindly for Kulusevski, who aims his shot in the bottom left corner, and Spurs are up 1-0. Just 3 minutes later, in the 47th minute, Emerson Royale doubles Spurs' lead. Kane battles with Rodri right on the right-hand side of the box. Kane makes a brilliant slide tackle to win it back after taking a heavy touch, or not being able to get to the pass. Kane then fires a shot at Ederson's near post. Ederson doesn't do well to deal with it. He then parries it, but not as far as Emerson Royale, who has not been in great form recently, who headed it into Ederson's goal. And Spurs had a surprise 2-0 lead going into the break. Right after the break in the 51st minute, Haaland and Alvarez got one back for Manchester City, the World Cup winner. Mahrez leaves Perisic in the dust, floats a ball in. Lloris can't deal with it, and it falls kind of late for Haaland and Alvarez, who lashes it into the top left corner. Brilliant finish from the World Cup winner. In the 53rd minute, just 2 minutes later, Erling Haaland equalized for Manchester City. Rodri floats in a brilliant ball. Mahrez flicks it on for Haaland, who heads it into Lloris's net. And Man City were now level. That's 4 goals in about 10 minutes. 4 goals in 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes. Because Kulusevski scored in the 44th minute. So 9 minutes. 9 minutes, 4 goals were scored. That's just crazy. Manchester City were level at that point, but then in the 63rd minute, Riyad Mahrez got the comeback done for Manchester City. He drove into the box again, leaving Perisic in the dust. Got in behind Benjamin Davies, fired a shot at the near post, took a deflection off of Davies, and went into the net. Lloris couldn't do much about it because it took a huge deflection off of Ben Davies, off of the spikes of his boot. Nothing really Lloris could do. It was a huge deflection. Nothing to do for Lloris. Then Manchester City got their goal lead to 2 goals in the 90th minute. After Spurs' chances of equalizing got a little brighter, in the 90th minute, Riyad Mahrez completely silenced them. Ederson played a long ball from a goal kick. Langley makes a huge mistake. He can't deal with it. He chests the ball, but it's not a great chest. It just flies right past him with the momentum the ball already has. Riyad Mahrez runs onto him. He gets on a 1v1 with Hugo Lloris, and he just calmly chips it over him to seal City's win. Well, it was an insane comeback for Manchester City. Went really bright for Spurs in the first half. As we normally see, they don't do well in the first half. They do poorly in the second half. During the break, I was thinking Spurs should get the win here because we've showed recently that we're so good in the second halves, and not in the first half. But today we were really good in the first half and not good in the second half. The complete opposite of what we've been doing recently. For Spurs, our attack was pretty good. Kulusevski and Kane did well, especially in the first half. Kulusevski bagged a goal, which we're all happy to see after he's been battling injuries. Son, on the other hand, was not at the top of his game. It wasn't terrible, but definitely he could have done better in some positions. But I am happy he's finally got that mask off. That's definitely going to improve his performances. Of course, Kulusevski got the goal, and Kane worked hard for the second goal, and throughout the match, Kane worked hard. Midfield, our engine room, Højbjerg and Bentancur were pretty good today. Bentancur, towards the end of the game, looked a little sluggish. Then he was brought off in the 70th minute for Basuma to come on. Perisic had a great start. He had a great first half. Second half, though, that it all went downhill for him. It was 2-2, and he had a huge chance to possibly get our lead back and get his first Spurs goal. But then on the other end of the pitch, a couple minutes later, we conceded. Perisic makes a big mistake in defense. So he had a lot of trouble dealing with Mahrez on the left-hand side. And the result of that, in the 69th minute, he was brought off for Ryan Sessegnon. So not very convincing in defense from Ivan Perisic. Attacking, though, from him was pretty good. Emerson Royale on the other wing. Emerson was pretty good. Got a goal. He's not been in good form recently. I think he was brought into this team today to help deal with Jack Grealish on the left, and he's a little more solid defensively, and he has more pace than Matt Doherty has. So I think it was a pretty good decision from Conte to put Emerson in, and he did provide a good performance. Our defense, Guti Romero was brilliant today. I know we did concede 4. But he was really good. It could have been so many more if it wasn't for him. Dyer was also pretty good at the back, making some good blocks. He made one crucial one, I believe, for Haaland and Alvarez shot in the first half. Ben Davies was not the most convincing today. He was decent, though. Our starting back three was not the best. All of them together was not the best, but they all did pretty well in 1v1s. Davies had trouble dealing with Mahrez, though. Perisic and Davies both had a lot of trouble dealing with Mahrez on the right-hand side. The biggest example of that is their third goal, and even the second one, too, because that one was a huge mistake from Perisic. Could not deal with Mahrez's pace. Lloris in goal was actually pretty good today. Made some good saves. Did really well on one-on-ones. He could have done better for Haaland Alvarez's goal to get Man City back in the game. He definitely could have dealt with that better, but it was still pretty hard for him. A bunch of players coming at him. Jack Grealish pressuring him. So Lloris didn't make any bad mistakes or anything like that, but pretty good from him. Our subs, Ryan Sessegnon was decent. He made some good runs, good quick passes, but the final pass never came off for him. Basuma actually made a kind of an impact. He was pretty good in midfield, looking energetic with passes, physicality. Longley, on the other hand, Longley made some bad mistakes. As soon as he came on, he was really shaky. And for the fourth goal, that was just really poor from him. He was not alert enough. He did not take that chest down enough. There was too much momentum on the ball. Longley, not a great performance from him. Richarlison, our other substitution, he didn't get on the ball much at all. He was doing well, pressuring the ball and stuff, but wasn't in the action much. But that's the end of our instant reactions on Tottenham's 2-4 loss against Manchester City in the Premier League. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button and comment down below your thoughts on the match. Like the video, and until next time, come on you Spurs!